Seven Trumpets Prepper. Guys, in this video today, I am headed to work once again, and I think I'm going to actually share some just off-the-wall thoughts with you all from now on my journeys to work whenever I get a chance. And something I want to tell you, building on what I said the other day about, picking a partner, because in the last days, all the drama, people's bad to each other, is I want to talk about people being on your team. On your team, all right? You're starting to get into the innermost thoughts of Luke's mind now, okay? I have noticed throughout life that, you'll have friends. Now, friends, they're only a seasonal thing, okay? It comes and goes with a lot of people. They're in and out of your life. Marriages, same thing. Touching on the other day, that can be a touch and go thing too, But one thing about it is that I really want to focus on today is people being on your team. There is not a lot of people on your team in life. You got to understand that people say there is no I in team, and they're right about that. Because it's either you or the team when it comes to your own happiness. People will tell you whenever you go to start chasing your dreams, start trying to better yourself, start building your life up, instead of catering to their wants and demands, that you're selfish, that you don't think about others, that what you're doing is hurting others, or blah, blah, blah. What it is misery loves company. A lot of people don't want to see you succeed in life. They are only on your team because you're doing something for them. All right, now I'll get into the kind of a scriptural look at this and end days look at this, because I really am trying to touch on all aspects on this channel anymore, because a lot of people talk secular. But just as a man, okay, not a pastor, teacher, elder, just a man, I have noticed and I have learned at a very early point in my life that not many people are on your team. I'll tell you what, after my divorce, really shook the foundations. And I think when people lose a loved one, I think when people grow up, move out of their parents' house, start a life, people get married, a lot of life changes, like I said, divorce, death, just like these pinnacle moments of life change, I think are when the foundations always get shook. And then who is really anchored in your life. Because a lot of people, man, seriously, now it's going to hurt, but a lot of people, they're just freaking in your life for how much dollar bill you can drop in their hand, status, social networking, what can you do to help advance them. A lot of people are jealous of you, dude. They hate seeing you succeed. Listen to me. I posted on Facebook not long ago to my friends. I said, if you are my friend, make no mistake about it, I want to see you succeeding and winning. Because I'm going to tell you, people, there is a lot of us out there that are going through a losing season. And I mean, when I say a season, that can be years, right? And so when you hit a winning season, I am happy for you, all right? Luke is in a season of his own right now. I've been in a losing season for about a year and a half, 2 years, and I finally feel like I'm turning the corner in my own life into a winning season. And I've lost a lot of people out of my life in the course of those 2 years because of trying to make a turnaround. And I've made some bad calls along the way too, folks. And listen, everybody will make bad calls. Don't beat yourself up about it. But you got to understand, people are not on your team. This ain't a video about me. I'm telling you, this is just a video in general. I'm telling you, like, this stuff will happen. And as we approach the end days that we are in, but the literal end of time, when we get there, people that have rejected the spirit of truth, I will say, rejected the Torah, rejected the fundamental doctrines that need to be taught, just rejected the seven trumpets, rejected everything, the Father's true people, all the stuff, the calendar, his appointed times, everything. They are going to literally, these people you've sat in the church house with, turn around and want to see you killed. And it's the same genre that you can see right now. Well, times are good. If you apply the same principle, it'll help you, understand it later. Because what is it Messiah said? I've told you these things. Pretty much he had told them so that when these things come to pass, you'll believe, you'll understand, you'll see. I forget what it is he was telling them. At one point, it's like when you were perfected. whenever their character is going to be perfected later, the disciples would look back and be like, oh yeah, I get it now. Yeah, I see what the master was saying. And I think that, the problem that I've had, especially in my 2 years of growth, is that, you walk around with the blinders on. Like, people, they'll mess their lives up, and you'll have so much mercy and grace and compassion and just look past it all, try to love the snot out of them, and you stumble and fall for a minute and do dirt on you like piranhas eating a wounded piranha. Like, oh man, he's got a live fin, let's kill him. And I think that that's just how people are. You got to understand that a lot of people at the base core, they're miserable human beings. They are pathetic, sad, miserable human beings. I want to see everybody say, but I'm just calling it straight. And if you understand at that level, even though these people may be called friends, even though these people may be called family, even though you may share DNA genetic code sequencing, life is in the blood, like Scripture says, connected to these people, they're nobody to you. They're not on your team. Stop. Just stop thinking they are. Just because they're your mother and father, they're not about you. Just because they're your friends, they're not about you. Most people in your life have an agenda because they're in your life, all right? Most people are not genuinely in your life because they love you. That sucks, but it's real talk. It's real. And folks, the sooner you accept that, the sooner you can take another step outside of the matrix. Because at the end of the day, I always look at the situation like this now. I have friends. That's great. That's all they are. Okay? That's all they are. No disrespect to them, but like, if you're my friend and I say that you're my friend, then I'm going to treat you with all the love and the respect I possibly can in the world, no matter what color you are, where you're from, what your language is, no matter what. If I love you, I love you. Okay? But I am accepting on the terms that because that I feel that way toward you, you are not reciprocating that. Even though they may completely reciprocate that, I'm going to love them from that standpoint that they're not reciprocating it. It's just like Messiah broke bread with Judas, dipped in the same bowl, loving him, knowing, man, he is going to go and sell him out. Know that the whole journey. I know he had to know that the whole journey. From the get-go, know how this was all going to go down. That's just painful. But if you take that mentality and apply that to everyone you love from now on, and you do everything in the world to love them people, even though they may slander you, cut your throat, chop your legs out from under you, and do everything to debase you while you're trying to build yourself up and build them up, if they do that to you, it won't hurt that bad. If you get married to someone and you commit to love them people, you make a ketubah between you two, a marriage covenant, you marry that person, you love the snot out of them. One thing that you can take away from that is that if you love them on the level that I'm going to love you even if you betray me, I'm loving you, this is the very best of me I can give, but I accept the terms and conditions that you may possibly void this contract because, number one, you're human, number two, I've been burnt in the past, and number three, this is just life in the last days. 2 Timothy, okay, warns us up. So if you love people, say you get married, you go off those terms and conditions, then it won't hurt that bad if you go through a divorce. I'm not saying go into it with the mentality, oh, this is going to fail. I'm just saying if we change the mentality of how we address people, situations, places, and things, it will not hurt that bad at the end of the day. And because people are not on your team. And I hate it, folks. It's just how it is. It's just the last days. There is good people. There's genuine good people if you find them in your life. Hold on to them. If they've been in your corner for all your life and they're still with you through the good times and the bad, brother, hold tight. But I'll tell you, the last thing I'm going to say is as you get older, I'm 33, going on 34. And one thing I can tell you, as about a third through my life now, because I figure I may make it 70 or 80. So at the third marker in my life right now, I've already concluded that the amount of people I can really trust in my life, that I really can say, man, these people are in my corner. They are as close to me, closer than a brother, a mother, and a father. Like that kind of closeness. I can count on 1, 2 hands, okay? And the rule of thumb I've heard is that many you talk to elders and stuff, and they say the same thing now. When I've consulted on this matter, that's what they say too. And so, with that in mind, it doesn't break my heart that bad. But guys, I hope that's helped too. I'm gonna go build some tiny houses today, and as always, till we see you again here at 7 Trumpets Prep Channel, I hope you have a most precious, blessed day. And Yahushua.